And on this Wednesday, May 6th, 2026 edition of Newsmakers, President Trump has renewed his criticism of Pope Leo, potentially complicating a visit that Secretary of State Marco Rubio plans to make this week to the Vatican. Sagar Magani reports.
In an interview, the president says the first American-born pontiff is endangering Catholics by essentially saying it's okay for Tehran to have a nuclear weapon. At the White House,
leave aside the Pope. The president, and I, for that matter, I think most people, I cannot understand why anyone would think that it's a good idea for Iran to ever have a nuclear weapon.
Still, Rubio tried to downplay any rift with the Vatican. The Pope says the president's misinterpreting his views. He says the Catholic Church has spoken out against nuclear weapons for years, and his calls for peace are biblically inspired. Leo adds, if someone wants to criticize me for announcing the gospel, let him do it with truth. Sagar Magani, Washington.
A man is pleading guilty to killing a Jewish protester during a rally in Ventura County, California in November of 2023. Daniel Martindale reports.
Loy El-Naji initially pleaded not guilty. On Tuesday, he changed his plea to guilty to involuntary manslaughter and battery causing injury. He faces a maximum sentence of 4 years in prison, but is expected to be sentenced to formal probation with up to a year in jail. It happened in Thousand Oaks during dueling rallies, one pro-Israel and one pro-Palestine. Prosecutors say El-Naji hit 69-year-old Paul Kessler in the head with a megaphone. He fell to the ground, hit his head on the pavement, and died a day later. El-Naji will be sentenced on June 25th. I'm Daniel Martindale.
Meanwhile, a new report shows a sharp drop in U.S. anti-Semitic incidents in 2025. Details from Julie Walker.
The number of anti-Semitic incidents in the U.S. tallied by the Anti-Defamation League declining by 33% last year, the first drop in 5 years, due in large part to what the ADL says was a dramatic decrease in incidents on college campuses. The ADL tallying almost 1,700 anti-Semitic incidents on college campuses during that year. According to the organization's latest figures released Wednesday, the number plunged by 66% in 2025. To 583, as many colleges and universities, under pressure from the Trump administration, took steps to curb those protests. I'm Julie Walker.
The 2026 National Day of Prayer is tomorrow. Established by Congress in 1952 and held annually on the first Thursday of May, the 2026 theme is Glorify God Among the Nations, Seeking Him in All Generations, based on 1 Chronicles 16:24. Numerous events are being held around the country, including a live broadcast tomorrow evening from Statuary Hall in the U.S. Capitol. Information on local events can be found at nationaldayofprayer.org. And that's Newsmakers for this Wednesday, May 6th, 2026 edition. I'm Keith Black.